Frontline Chat with Harry Tanguy and Dave Wardell.
Oh, and Wanda as well. Oh, they're all here. Wanda, hello. Everybody say hello to Wanda. Come on, Harry. Only come. I can't believe I'm here. Harry's not here. He is here somewhere. Yeah, I can't believe I'm here. I look like I've gone 10 rounds of Mike Tyson. I've got an eye infection. I've got COVID. My lungs were on fire. They're a bit better today, but I'm still positive. So I'm staying away from everybody, and apart from Harry. But we can't catch it down the phone lines, can we, Harry?
No, I don't think so. Not yet. And mind you, some of those people with conspiracy theories probably would disagree with you.
Yeah, 5G and all that.
Yeah. So you say the sound's okay because I haven't got my ear thing, so hopefully that's not
yeah, we can hear you, right.
and stuff like that. Oh look, Sunny Hertz. Hi, Catherine from Sunny Hertz. Everyone's hoping you're feeling better. Well, I'd rather not have all this feeling better. If we could have just some Mickey taking instead, please, that'd be much better. Because that's what Dave will be used to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I think it's
my friends are all nice, Harry. That's what it is. They're all nice people.
Are they?
Yes.
Well, we need to even the scores on that a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, me being a taxpayer and all that, having to pay for you while you're in bed. Is that right?
No, because I'm on annual leave, so I've really messed up. I know.
You can get that back. You know you can.
I will get it back. I will get it back. Yes, yeah. I will get it back.
Yeah.
It's a rotten way to spend my annual leave. So I've managed to go the whole 2 years without COVID. Gemma's had it. I think she might have had it twice. Tia's had it twice. Jamie and I had never had it, and both Jamie and I have got it this week. So
you've had it back. It's funny, isn't it? Because
I don't know what it's all about.
It must be the Cornish air that I've been breathing. Because when I got COVID, it was just a slight annoyance. I didn't like to make a fuss about it like you do, you know.
Wouldn't you like you to make a fuss, would it, Harry?
You and me are going to play in London soon, aren't we?
We are. I really can't wait.
Are we allowed to say it's with Scotty Bateman? Are we?
No, I don't think we should. No.
Okay, right. We won't say where.
Going to play with Scotty. Scotty's a fascinating guy. Obviously, we had him on here. Those of you that can remember, an amazing guy with an amazing story. Lots of stories, in fact. And we're going to go and get probably hideously drunk.
No, we're not. We're going to discuss non-controversial poetry over a cranberry juice, I would suggest.
Yeah, that sounds fine. That sounds perfect. Sounds unlikely, but it sounds perfect.
Well, we have to start with good intentions at least. Can you? Those bloody birds. Will you shut up out there, please?
Sounds beautiful, Harry. In fact, if you were to shut up for the next half an hour and just had that, it'd be lovely.
No. It'd be like a little spring wash. There is. I tell you what. I was chopping all the hedges, right? And then there's one branch that I know a blackbird and a robin come all the time. I couldn't cut it. I had to leave it. So it's just sticking up randomly and they still come along. So that's my bit for nature. Done. Finished. Don't need to do any more.
Oh, look, people are saying that they like my new gruff voice. and Carol Cox saying she's going to ignore me. What have I done? Why are you ignoring me? What have I said? What have I done?
I don't know.
No, I'll ignore
but, anyway, I think this is what I saw. I've just seen this on. I just had to laugh. This is Copper's humour. I think it's from a copper. This one here. Lovely range of sudden death chairs. Maybe slightly inappropriate from that day, but cops know that sort of thing. That's dark humour. We have to say dark humour. There it is. But those chairs are just like that. Thought I'd throw that in. Almost.
Anybody who's ever been to a sudden death will know exactly
Yeah.
what Harry's talking about.
Yeah. And almost, I'll get the inappropriateness over Dave's goodness. I heard a joke the other day. It was quite funny. He says, "Police came round to my house to ask me to stop walking around their house naked. They said next time, could you do it inside at least?" There you go. That's my one and only joke. Thank you very much.
Oh dear, Harry. Well, you've had a busier week than me, so I'm just going to sit here and listen to your amazing stories. Carol, thanks very much.
Wow.
I got it in the end. Ignoring Harry is definitely the way to go, Harry. Carol.
Look at this worldly wisdom of this fine man here. Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah, so anyway, I did a bit of Good Morning Britain rang me up and said, would you very kindly discuss with Dom Littlewood, is it? He does Rogue Traders. Yeah, he's a guy. I like him. And he was like, yeah, it's about this app that you get your phone and you can point it at a car and it'll tell you how fast it's going. And if it's going over the speed limit, it will zap it off to poor police forces who are going to have to find people to deal with this stuff. However, and I basically said it's got to be Home Office approved. And I said, we can't just take it for granted. The IT is fine because the Post Office did that and lots of people ended up in prison who shouldn't have. So it's got to be Home Office approved. But my general gist was it was a good deterrent because there's no cops out there now because cops are doing the jobs that the cops that were got rid of. And they're doing the jobs where they got rid of the 30,000 civilians as well. And they're doing the jobs where the other agencies got cutbacks as well, such as social services, mental health. So they've been cut back. So I said there's very little preventative stuff. And if we know these people, if you know that if you're going to be tempted to do a bit of a naughty because you're a bit late for work, it's only a short, solid white line. I'll just have a go at that, nibble at that. Then if you know that people are sending cameras stuff, it is a deterrent, isn't it? It does temper the way that you drive.
Harry, I've got to say, I absolutely agree. You know, you shouldn't just observe the road, the laws of the road just when there's a cop about to look for you. It should be all the time because it's, you know, accidents don't happen generally when the cops are there, unless we've caused it. It's normally when we're not there. So if we can use technology to try and rein some people in, that would be amazing.
Anyway, Dom was saying it's nuttier than a squirrel's droppings, and he goes, so I was sort of giving the sensible side, so saying, well, you know, it's the equivalent of 5 jumbo jets crashing in our country every year of deaths, and rather than be, you know, and so these collisions are going to occur, all right? But what we can do, because human error and things like that, but what we can do is reduce the speed of these collisions, which means that you're an outpatient instead of in intensive care for 6 weeks at great expense to the taxpayer. So it is our business. Sort your driving out. The days have gone where you're driving like an idiot. And that is it. That's what I say. Speaking of driving like an idiot, ding! I am enjoying my motorbike today and riding it quite sensibly, to be honest. Yes, you can whip around the countryside quite safely. Love learning the skill of biking now. I'm actually just booked into a course on West Point. And I did a track day, and I was under the impression that, it's only the obs that go on these things. No, it's the sensible ones that go on these things because you really learn how a bike handles. So that, and it's just a complete art of learning, you know, getting the right approach for an overtake, getting the bends right, safe. And our roads are exciting enough. You don't need to do 140 mile an hour on them. You know, doing 60, 70, doing 60 mile an hour national speed limit, most of the roads are so tight bends and things, that's you'd fall off on the bends anyway if you did it.
Sometimes it's the you know, you don't have to go fast. If you can hook up on the beautiful machinery that you had on that screen just then, if you can hook up a set of corners.
It's just magical. I say it's like flying.
I've never had a motorbike. I couldn't trust myself. I'd be dead by now. But I had a Caterham once upon a time, and the same thing. Yes, that thing was capable of high speeds, but actually, if you just hook up a few corners nicely in a beautiful country,
it's beautiful.
It's wonderful.
This was Boscastle. This was Boscastle here. And we had a cooked breakfast there, and there's the other guys. We just meet up. They're all shapes and sizes, ages, shapes, sizes, ages. It's great.
Excuse my COVID cough. So the the leathers were harder to get on after you cooked breakfast, were they?
No, mate. I just stay svelte all the time.
Yeah, I know.
I've lost
Arsehole.
2 kilos. So I'm eating as much.
On what? You
rubbish.
haven't got 2 kilos to lose.
I know. I think it's all my grey matter is just shrinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know. I just somebody said you've lost weight. You need to go and see a doctor. And then I'm like, nah. And then you think, oh, you know those people that go. And then I saw a letter saying you're due your annual blood pressure check because I take tablets for blood pressures. And most of the armed response found out they needed. So yeah.
John said 2 kilos of ego. Well, in that case, you've got hundreds of
I have
kilos left to go.
John's obviously heard my comment when they say, "Do you get nervous when you go onto stage?" I said, "No, I'm far too arrogant to get nervous."
Yeah, I did see some wonderful trolls on. I think it was on Good Morning Britain, telling you specifically, Harry, to mind your own business. Snitches.
I know, yeah. Somebody said, well, Harry's a little bit strange, isn't he? And so I put underneath, have you only just found out? Keep up. And then he did a laughing emoji, and I thought, oh, that's really nice. I quite like that when you turn someone around a little bit like that. And then not only that, Dee, a very good friend of mine I've known for ages, has got a daughter. That's Dee, and she's very sweet. She was very young initially. She's growing up. She must be about 13 now or whatever. And she's really interested in police, forensics, highly intelligent young lady she is. And so I sent a book. I think she bought the book, if I remember right. Anyway, no, I think I signed one and sent it to her. And I sent one of my epaulets to her because she was so keen. And she sent me a handwritten letter, the old-fashioned. So I felt, I've got to send a handwritten letter back. My hand was aching at the end. But she then really told in, no, Harry's a really nice guy. You've picked on the wrong one. And this guy who initially said he's a bit strange went, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, bless. Anybody who knows you, Harry, knows that you are weird. No, I mean that you are lovely.
Right. I am. It's the way that I think it's the way I survived for so long. That's what it is, mate. Anyway, I wanted to have a look at this one, actually. This one, you have been doing something, haven't you? Fundraising. Yeah. So that's good. 1,300.
Yeah. So they get about 450 quid each, which is lovely.
That's amazing.
Tim's way of helping to spread the love on his birthday, on his 13th birthday, which is flipping amazing.
That is awesome.
Flipping
that amazing. Is awesome. And he's got tell me, what has he got on his arm?
No, it's not here. So he's so a dog. Oh, I can't get my arm that high. When they walk, their front legs should be sort of like that, and their toes sort of that sort of angle. But
yeah,
because of his work, it's just flattened out a little bit. Oh, I can't get my arm right. So it's just to bring that back up a little bit because the tendons have stretched and they won't. Yeah, whatever. The tendons have stretched and they won't ever go back. So it's just to give his tendons a bit of support.
Yeah. Good. Oh, that's good. But it takes a little bit of getting used to initially for him, does it?
Yeah, they did a ministry of funny walks to begin with.
They do. I've seen those dogs that search rubble in earthquakes, and they put little Kevlar paws on them or something. They're like,
yeah, that's it. Yeah. We tried our dogs with that sort of stuff for riot situations, but they just walk silly.
Just the ministry of funny walks. At least it gets everyone laughing instead of fighting, maybe. Well, this is it. Why are we inside, Hazel? Because it's all your fault, because that's where Wi-Fi tends to be and electricity.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. So I was in the hot tub 5 minutes before this. And then I went, oh, look, it's that time. I thought, like normally, Dave would go, what are we going to talk about? Well, we'll talk about how you're pretending could you pretend you're really ill? So then we'll have something to talk about.
Yeah.
Right. What else? I have been down in Newquay writing my book. There, look, little advert, The Cornish Scoop, Part 2. I'm on finished chapter 4, racing along now. Look, you can see there the sea behind. Oh, I did. I saw.
That's
It's
a lovely part of the world, especially in this weather as well. Although I wouldn't want to be down there this weekend because I bet it's absolutely heaving.
you know the places to go to. What I've noticed, the seasons extend like mad because of the humble wetsuit. So whereas before, I remember the beaches used to open at like May, and now they're opening way earlier because people are like paddleboarding, surfing, or because they've got cheap wetsuits. And in my day, they were blooming expensive, at like 300 quid each. So it's really opened the season up. And I saw something I hadn't seen for years. You know, I got caught the other day when I was videoing Arthur, and the wave filled my boot for the water. That happened with two families on Lusty, and a wave just came in and took all their shoes, their coats, their bags. It's just the best thing to watch. It's so funny. It's great entertainment for everyone else.
What I want to know, Harry, is why you didn't film it and play it back to us for Frontline Chat.
I know. Because my battery was dead. My battery is dead because I'd been filming myself so much. So that was the problem.
If only that was a lie. If only that was a lie.
If only it was a lie. Is that under the table? All right. No. Okay. No, we can ignore that. Right. Okay. Yeah. I know. So we watched this thing, and then this. I thought, is that a bundle of clothing in the water? And it was just water dragged back, and the water had hollowed the sand away from this pile of clothes. No, it was grandma. Grandma of this family had been swamped.
No.
The water had then given her like a moat around her, and then after the son-in-law had stopped laughing, he helped her up. But great, thank you.
Sorry, I just muted you.
Thank you very much, Jackie. Happy Easter to you. Thank you for all your lovely support. You're a lovely person as well. There's lots of lovely people, aren't there, Dave?
They're right, yeah. I'm just muting you because the dogs are having a barking fit because the kids are being annoying and going in and out. So I might set the dogs on them in a minute. I didn't say that out loud. Yeah, happy Easter, everyone. I wish I didn't feel so rotten, but it's a beautiful Easter. It's lovely. Everybody should be out there enjoying it.
About time. Last week was rubbish, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So get out there and enjoy your Easter after the show. I mean, not now.
Yeah, no, exactly. Because we're just going to ramble on about nothing in particular. Because it's just our little catch up. I went clothes shopping. Somebody said it looks like a bosom, but it's actually St. Michael's Mount.
What does it say? Let's see what it says.
Finisterre.
That's great.
I thought I need some colour. I thought I'm going to buy some more clothes because I'm rotating a fortnightly worth load of clothes, and they are blue, black, blue, blue, black, blue, black. So I thought I need to get something else. So I bought 5 items of clothing on the internet, which is always dangerous. All of them were blue or black. So I thought, that's not helped. I then got interviewed by Cornish Life magazine.
I mean, look at you.
Glossy mag.
Exactly.
And then next door to that was a Finisterre shop. And I went in there and bought a couple of things. I thought, no, I'm going to go a bit different. So I've gone white and blue.
Wow.
And then this.
I mean, is this a midlife crisis or what?
80 quid shirt, which I'd never buy, down to 20 quid.
Right.
75 quid shirt, down to 26 quid. Thank you very much.
Slap you for a minute there. Who pays 80 quid for a shirt? Certainly not me with 3 kids, I can assure you.
That's Finisterre opposite the Woolcombe Showground. Get it while you can. And I haven't got any commission on that either. And when I was interviewing there, I said, you know the history about this place, don't you? And she went, yes, I do, the reporter said. Because in that location, there was a garage. And in 2003, a couple, husband and wife couple, were running the garage. They were raided, and it was a horrendous attack on them. And then he saw his wife shot with a shotgun. He ran away, and he was shot in the back. They're all in custody. So it was a devastating. Hello, Arthur. It was a devastating thing there. But they've just made a load of shops there now. Hello, buddy. He's just been away somewhere. You've been. Yeah, been it.
There he is. Bless him.
Shame
Little
that shame that you can't have Easter eggs, isn't it? Really, it'll kill you, so you can't. You'll just have to stare at me and eat mine.
Yes, don't let anybody don't let your dogs eat any chocolate over Easter.
What's the list? There's a list of onions as well, isn't it?
Oh, there's all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I'll post it one day. I'll get Tia to talk about it on her lives. So what time did you have to be up for your interview? Did they wake you up at like 5 a.m. and then put you on at 9?
Right. So they ring me up the night before. Now they've done this before, and I've, something happens during the night. Like they postponed it because they found out that Boris and Rishi, I always forget his first name, the Chancellor's secretary.
Rishi.
That's it. Rishi.
Yeah.
They'd found that they were getting tickets, so they postponed our thing, and that's fine. I usually expect them to just die away, sort of thing, because something comes up. And then they went, "Oh no, it's on." So 7:40 you're on, and they'll be round. 2 guys will be round an hour before. So I'm thinking, right, I'm at my mum's house in Cornwall now, so I've probably got to explain my floral curtains and my nice salmon wallpaper. And it's no, we'll get it outside. We'll have a car. It's all car related. So they drive down from Bristol. 2 guys from Bristol for me, 4 minutes chatting.
No, it's insane, isn't it? The amount of times we sent a car for us at like 4:30 a.m. and you get down there and you're on at 10 to 9 for 3 minutes.
I know, it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
It. Mind you, you and me, Dave, clearly we made them millions. It was worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I did treat myself to a new van this week, but it's only because the other one had 110,000 miles.
How many thousand miles on it?
210,000 miles.
Yeah, it made us a laugh when people said, "Oh, you're a millionaire making money out of Finn," and all that laugh. And I know the truth that you weren't even paying your expenses, mate. I told you off. I said, you were going. This man was going and presenting trophies and awards. And he said, "Well, it's charity. You can hardly ask them for the hotel for the night." I was shouting at you.
Well, we went to Scotland to work with the SSPCA.
Yeah.
And Harry's like, "Well, you got to claim your expenses." It's like, no, it's a charity. So we drove all the way to Scotland to work with the SSPCA for free. But that's the way it should be. It's to give back, isn't it? The fact that I've got
that's it. But you've got to as well. So you could only say this to Dave, Jane.
Yeah, Jane. They're a bit better, but they're still a little bit fiery and a little bit crackly. So hopefully that'll die down soon. Hopefully.
John, I had a chat because I said, "Can you imagine?" I'll just shut the door a minute. Can you, John? Because my mum, I will mention it because most people, they know my mum's got dementia, and at the moment I call her my little ghost because she's got a little white nightie and she's got mad little grey hair when she's woken up, and she's very sweet and she's adorable. And I thought, those things where you're videoing? She was alone in the house at that point, and which is fine, because it's not too bad. And so I was at the front. I thought, can you imagine if she went, she comes out around the back. I'd have totally owned it. I said, "Come on, Mum, you tell Dom that this app is good."
Oh, bless. Yeah, can you imagine it?
It was, it would have been good, but
oh dear.
That's it. Well, they say the dog, and it is true. Dogs look like their owners.
I think
it's true, isn't it?
Got less grey hair than I have, but apart from that, yeah.
I mean, I saw this like long, wiry, tall guy, and he just had like a little skinny wolfhound thing. It was just you couldn't make it up. It's true.
Yeah.
I wanted a spaniel until I met my wife. My wife said, "No, we've always had Jack Russells. We want Jack Russells," and then we've moved across to border area Jack Russells.
Spaniels are brilliant. Spaniels are very addictive. Providing you haven't got one that disappears into the next county. I've got 2 spaniels at the moment, and they're wonderful, wonderful dogs. Very infectious, but very busy. Very busy.
Really? Donna, hi guys. Me and Apocalypse here. That's that emoji. We've been out chucking Easter eggs at the emergency services.
Yeah.
Not the usual kind of eggs. See, cops don't know what to do with them when people give them stuff. They're like, huh, huh,
I have to declare it.
oh my
Yeah.
God, this will be the end of me.
Yeah, you're quite right. Not the usual eggs they used to having chucked at them. I've had a few eggs
No.
chucked at me in my time.
See, I've come in, dumped my bag down. Look, where's Arthur is.
Oh, happy birthday for Tuesday. I guess Tuesday just gone. No, same day as Gemma. Gemma had her birthday this week, not her 60th. So happy birthday for Tuesday gone, Julie.
Surely 60, that's a misprint. I'm not having that. She means 50, surely. Surely. I know.
Yeah, we shared a glass of wine, didn't we?
You can't teach it. We did in Chester. Yeah, you can't teach it, can you?
No.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. So everyone, thank you. Yeah,
I don't watch football and I don't like it particularly much. But if anybody's interested, Liverpool are apparently 3-0 in the lead against Manchester City in the FA Cup.
Wow. Oh, it's Formula One this weekend.
No, I don't think so, because Jamie would be all over it if it was.
Rubbish. That's right, because they did Australia, didn't they? They need a bit of time.
Yeah.
I'm loving that at the moment as well. So,
same. Jamie's actually taken herself off to the Hungarian Grand Prix with her best friend. I'm not invited.
Look, that's a phenomenal word. And I'm not being anonymous about it. But that apocalypse is okay to say. Thank you very much.
That time.
Thank you very much.
You're so clever.
I can say ambulance and everything. Some people say ambience, chimley. My ex-missus can't say Debenhams for her life. She was so glad to be out of business.
Picking on people with speech impediments now.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, picking on me, the afflicted.
Yeah. Jojo. Yeah, I feel for you. So is it a noisy house in your house at the moment then, Jojo? I used to like football. It's just when I was a kid, my local teams were Crystal Palace on Millwall, and it just wasn't much fun. So
is that where the aggressive side comes from you? Is it?
Yeah, well, yeah, there is a story behind that, which I'm not going to bore you with, but that was another reason I stopped watching football.
Oh.
I couldn't get why people knock 7 bells of crap out of each other just because they wore a different colour top.
Exactly. It's because they have very little IQ. It's all to do with intelligence, I think. It really is.
Oh God!
They have to go and fight.
Harry, so that's just now picking on football supporters.
No. Just the ones who knock 7 bells of stuff out of them. Only
but
those.
Actually, the more I've done football matches, apart from the people that get caught up in it, the other ones actually seem to enjoy it. They go for that reason.
I know. It's the same thing, though, isn't it? It's the minority. The huge majority are just ordinary people who like going. It's lovely to see families going. But I mean, I haven't gone to too many football matches. But I enjoy watching. I'm one of those that like watching England and used to like watching Man United. One of those poor supporters. I just selfishly enjoyed stuff until they stopped winning, sort of thing. What I should do outside the policing before?
Well, management, I would guess, and anything to do with management, but definitely get some life skills. One thing I would suggest is give whatever you go into a real good go, because you might decide then that actually policing it isn't for you. But something to do with management, you reckon, Harry?
Well, no, I would say just do anything with the public. And I know, just because sometimes with COVID it was very difficult, but just work in a charity shop or something. If you're struggling, I don't know what age you are, but you're currently a student. So even if you,
Harry, he's doing a degree to get another job, which means that in the future he'll be able to take on a leadership role within the police, like direct access.
You want to prove, to get into the police, you want to prove that you can deal with a little bit of confrontation, customer service, public, young, middle, old, that sort of thing. Just show you're getting out and about. You're not stuck in your room behind a computer. That, first of all. Then when you get into the police, don't join the police to go into management. You've got to join the police to want to be a police officer first and foremost. I think it's you're going to be a really rubbish manager if you join not wanting to be a police officer first of all, because you just won't understand and be able to appreciate what the front line are up to. I think that's part of the problem with some management. Be the best, like Dave said, be the best at what you do, whatever it is, and then you'll naturally progress. If you're a top PC, then you're going through management, you know. So yeah, be a paramedic. Yeah.
I like the comment two above that says the only thing I enjoy about football is when they let the dogs loose on the idiots. Now, yeah, that can be quite fun.
It's good to see, because it's like the cavalry coming over the ridge and going, yeah, and they're suddenly going, yeah, ooh. But there's not enough dogs, are there? And I'll say it for you, Dave, because I know in my side, because they halve the dogs. They think, well, you still got half the amount of people. No, you need a minimum level of dogs in order to be able to deal with an incident correctly. And unfortunately, what's happening more and more, and you can stay out of this, is officers who don't really know the detail of it just say, oh, we'll just chuck a couple of dogs in, that'll be fine. And so they're really you're a losing end straight away. It's got to be professional, the right level of dogs, horses, whatever. And then there's less people hurt, because it's like the armed response. If we were dressed in pink tutus, people would take us on, you know. But the fact that you look military, you're in black clothing, your stuff hanging off you, you look as though you know what you're doing, you're jumping out. They're like, why? You know, and it's the same with dogs.
Still opportunity for you to wear those pink tutus at the weekend, which we all know that you enjoy doing, Harry.
Don't have to be afterwards.
Just to answer some of the other questions, I don't think there is an isolation anymore. I think the government scrapped it, but work don't want me anywhere near work, which is fine. I get that. I think I've got to have 2 negative tests before I go back to work. What else? Yes, I'll give the animals a big cuddle for you all. Takes a while to get around all of them. Police forces are phenomenal, definitely, at football matches. Absolutely. If you put dogs with them, there isn't much they can't do.
Indeed. Oh, let's go. So there, I think we are about there, everyone. Thank you very much for your time and effort. Yet again, thought I had a bit of a quiet week this week, but it seemed to have finished, didn't it?
We're going to go and die in the back garden now.
Do it. Don't make noises while you do so, okay? Don't annoy the neighbours.
Nothing.
Love you
See you later, everyone.
Bye.